Thing is acting up. Uh, so I'm trying to get to Delaney Hall. They got all the streets blocked off here. As you know, there's a curfew imposed. Um, as soon as I got within this quote unquote restricted zone, I got a notification. Is anybody here? Let me know. Uh, I got a notification saying this is a restricted area. So that was interesting. I hope I did this right. I keep trying to get this live going, and it's acting a little funky. All right, I see people in here. Cool. Um, what's up, everybody? I'm here at Delaney Hall. I'm trying to look for Social Justice Water Pipe, aka Mikey Bongholio. I heard they just started letting off some shots here. Some kind of things going on here. So this is what's happening here at Delaney Hall, where they're pushing people back. Hello, everybody. Governor Mikey Show has imposed a curfew, and they are pushing everybody way back. It was very challenging to get here. I'm going to try to get in the thick of it with whoever's on the front line, and hopefully I don't get shot. So you got a lot of people back here. There's still a lot of people up here in the front. And I'm gonna see what's happening. I don't have any protective gear like some of the people here do. A lot of people have helmets and masks and goggles. I'm raw dogging it, and see what happens here. What's up, bro? This is Mikey Bongholio here, Social Justice Water Pipe. What's up? Exposure report.
The guy next to me just got popped with I guess a rubber bullet right in the knee. Shit went off, man.
Oh, really? Are they respecting credentialed journalists, or they're not?
That's not even a thing.
It's not even a thing here. So that, I mean, technically we all have freedom of press, so everybody.
They all started chasing. I mean, I'm just filming, I'm documenting, you know how it goes.
Yeah. That's...
And they're all chasing after me with the shields and shit like that. So it was like a couple of minutes.
What's up, Leroy?
Running for your life.
Yeah, this is an extremely tense thing going on. They are mob deep over here.
These three guys.
Shields and everything like that. You know what your best bet is? When shit pops off, create some distance and look for cover.
That's it. That's it.
So I'm eyeing this pole over here.
Yeah, exactly. You also got to watch for somebody starting shit and being in a line of fire right behind you.
Yeah. I got my exit plan. They're pushing everybody back in this direction here. That's where my car is down there.
Like 30 feet movement, like 30
Those shit's
feet at a
hurt too,
time.
right? You can see.
Back here and like lining up or whatever.
You can see the horses back there. I'd just rather not get hit in the face with a rubber bullet.
I'll take a leg shot.
I'll take a leg shot or something like that. Body shots, whatever. What's up, Garden State Accountability? Yo, smash that like button for me. If you're in here. Alright, he's He's at the front line here. I'm here to document. Not that it makes any difference to anyone. There is how many police officers, law enforcement officers you think are here?
I couldn't even tell you. There's got to be
Easily 100 more, right? I mean, look at all those down there.
like
Probably more than that.
300 at
300,
least,
probably
at
about
least.
300 law enforcement officers here. And down the block there's more, and down the other block there's even more. As far as peaceful protesters, there is, and journalists combined, I would say it's hard to know who's who and what's what, but 50 maybe.
They should have like beat him on the side.
Me neither.
When did this happen?
Challenge.
This
Tommy
was
V,
really
what's
our
up?
America? Remember when we used to be able to just go
What's up,
and
Katie?
shop and ask for help?
Did I freeze on you guys?
Really our America?
I'm gonna flip right
This
here.
right here? How many months?
All right. Hopefully that helped.
Wow.
It is a show of force. It's all part of the show. A lot of credentialed journalists here that I see. They have their press passes on. In the notification I got, it said, if you're a credentialed journalist, make sure you display your credentials. Everybody is doing that. I don't think it makes a difference to the police, law enforcement here. They are approaching. They are stepping forward to approach. So they're coming through the grass here. I don't want to. He's going to put us right in the line of fire there. We'll take cover by this pole. I'm trying to keep my eye on social justice water pipe. They're trying to come on this left side here. They're getting ready, I think, to come down this side. Not sure. We have New Jersey Transit here. These are the transit workers. They're on private property. They're watching from a safe vantage point on the other side of this fence here. But there are local businesses in the area that are being put in jeopardy by the police shooting rubber bullets and gas canisters and pepper spray or whatever. They're definitely, all their body, you can see their body cameras blinking, so their body cameras are on too. At least for, it looks like Newark Police, which is on the left side here. On that side there, it looks like that's probably state police and ICE agents. I'm not sure where Mikey went. Let me know where Mikey's at if you guys know. But it is an extremely large show of force here by law enforcement.
According to Google Maps, this is 0.5 miles away from Delaney. According to Google Maps, this is 0.5 miles away from Delaney. According to Google Maps, you are already 0.5 miles away from Delaney,
Which is outside of the
which is
restricted area.
outside the curfew zone. According to Google Maps, you are already outside the 0.5 miles. Just sharing in case you're not even following the curfew. If you attack them, they're already 0.5 miles away.
You think
They're
law,
already
You-
0.5 miles away.
Do you think law enforcement will be willing to confirm that?
Check on your Google. Check on Google Maps. 0.5 miles away. You're already 0.5 miles
You good, bro?
away.
You right? Slippery slope there. Yeah. That's. All right. So, according to Google Maps, according to this fine lady here, we are outside of the restricted curfew zone that was been imposed by the governor here. So we should be, right, in theory, in safe territory here to exercise our First Amendment, freedom of press, right, freedom to assemble, freedom to protest, freedom of speech and religion. Will that be the case? We'll see. Sorry, guys. Is that better? I just did a quick clean of my lens. Thank you for giving me the heads up about that. Yeah, if you want to go live and stream my stream, I'm cool with that, Leroy. Or maybe even throw Mikey's in there. I don't know.
0.5 miles away.
And we could get both perspectives of what's happening here. If we are in fact 0.5 miles away, we should be in safe territory. Although I'm not very confident that the police here are interested in that. I think they just want to have their show of force. They probably want to push everybody back down the block here. We'll see.
They already blasted off right here.
Right here. So, well, maybe it's because they're behind the 0.5. It's kind of like, don't record into my building. Wait, I'm in public. Yeah. All right. So to everybody in here, thank you for being in here. I saw Mikey was live. I pulled up to just give him some backup here, because he's in the trenches. When everybody starts moving, quick. All right. So they're flanking everybody from the back. That's to be expected. So everybody's gonna run, and that's probably a big mistake. Mikey. They're pushing everybody back this way. All right, so they flanked everybody. They got everybody trapped. They won't let them go that way. They can't go that way. So they won't let anybody go this way or that way, and they're running.
Move! Move!
So, go this way?
Go!
Okay.
Go! Get it! Keep going.
I'm pressed. I'm going wherever you. Where am I going? I've been complying. All right, so they basically just beat the shit out of me. They're telling me this way. They're telling me that way. So where do I go? Okay. All right, so I'll comply, bro. Please don't hit me anymore. Sir, where should I go?
Get in there.
In this way?
Get in there.
Sure. All right, so they basically put us in the middle of this big dog pile. In the middle. Please. They won't let us out that way, you won't let us this way, so. Guys, if you saw that, they basically pummeled me into the floor with. They basically pummeled me into the floor with their shields. My phone fell. I was struggling to get my phone. They were trying to get me away from my phone. I was able to retrieve it.
Don't shoot!
I'm okay.
Hands up!
I'm a little.
Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
All right, so they got us completely surrounded with hundreds of police officers. I assume that they're gonna arrest us all. I'm not sure, but I'm a little beat up a little bit, but I'm alright. I'm good. Wow, holy shit.
Yo, we're cattle, okay? So let's show who the real violent people are, alright?
I tried to put my hand and just go against the fence. They still brutalized me.
Let's show who the real violence instigators are.
Everybody all right? I tried to show them my French credentials. It's irrelevant to them. They don't give two shits. What's up, bro? I'm looking for Mikey. I want to make sure he's good. I don't see him. If anybody has his feed going, just tell me which direction he's in. This is completely insane. Everybody here was peaceful. They flanked them, and even if they were leaving, they still pummeled them to the floor, hit them with the shields. It's completely irrelevant. Even if you were complying with their orders, they're going to beat you up. And I'm a testament to that. So that was all right.
Don't shoot! Hands
All right, they're gonna get crazy here right now.
Hands up! Don't shoot!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Vinny just called me, told me Mikey made it out of the circle.
Don't shoot!
I wasn't able to make it out, so. I'm all right, but you know, everybody here is in an extraordinary amount of danger from law enforcement. You're supposed to feel safe around law enforcement. This does not feel safe whatsoever. They literally hit me several times with the shields from all different directions, threw me on the floor, were hitting me with the shields while I was on the floor. They knocked the camera out of my hand. They didn't want to let me get it. And they forced me into the circle. I was trying to exit the zone. They forced me into it. They're not letting anyone leave. I'm sure you could ask to leave and they won't let you leave. They when I asked to go out that way, they told me, oh, go this way. They pushed this way. They pushed this way. So they this way. They pushed this way. They were not letting people who want to leave. People who are willing to leave. There are people here who just want to leave. They're literally keeping us captive here right now. And they will not let us leave. This is a fact. You see it with your own eyes. There are people asking to leave right now, and they will not let them leave. This feels like an extremely dangerous situation for the people for everybody here. I feel like extreme danger. Any place you move, they tell you back up. If you go this way, they tell you back up. If you go that way, they tell you back up. There is nowhere to go. So there's a woman asking to leave. They cannot leave. So. I wonder if I should ask them to leave and see what they say. They won't let me, right? What if I say, here, I volunteer, put me under arrest, charge me with trespassing? They don't want to do that. They want to brutalize everybody right now. Yeah. Yeah, I completely gave myself up over there, and they still beat the shit out of me with these fucking things. So they're gonna encroach on everybody. We're about to get fucked up. All right, so they're moving in on both sides. This is like one of those movies where like Indiana Jones and the wall is caving in, and there's nowhere to go. You would think law enforcement would at least give people an opportunity to leave, but they're not even doing that. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in the United States of America. I'm David Snow. This is the Exposure Report. You're seeing it live here. I expected something different. I would think they would let people leave, but you proved me wrong. Or they did.
We're outside of the zone, guys.
We're outside of the curfew zone. Why are you cuddling us?
Officers, we're 0.5 miles away.
We're 0.5 miles away. That's where the curfew zone ends.
That's what you told us to do, y'all. We're literally complying.
We are complying with your orders.
Can we leave?
We know there's an affordability
We just
crisis,
leave?
but like, come on, clock out.
I gotta get this to my producer. All right, guys. I mean, I wish I could just walk away and leave, and
but we can't. We can't. Y'all put a gate around us. Man, it's a shame. Y'all put a gate around us.
I may have to end my live stream and put my phone in my pocket because I assume once they start charging in, it's gonna go flying away. I'll leave it recording, but I don't want to lose. Certainly don't want to lose my phone, so I want to secure it. I think. Actually, I'm gonna put this thing away. They already knocked my battery out. I'm sure I got some scrapes and bruises from being pummeled on the floor over there. But, I didn't bring my bag. I didn't expect. I didn't. This is my first day here.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
Yeah, shut up. Okay.
I'm covering for a YouTube channel, The Exposure Report.
For him. Oh my God.
You are pressed. You got the opportunity right now. And that's it.
All right, they're letting press leave. I'd argue that everyone has freedom of press in this country, so we are all press.
How far do we have to go? Hey!
Which exit point?
Should I leave, guys? What do you think? Put a 1 if I should leave. Put a 2 if I should stay. Yes. I thought I heard an announcement.
One at a time. My friend, you leave, and you're going beyond
You guys that say 2 are sick fucks.
Alright? One at a time. I will tell you and point you out.
It seems like a large part of this group here is press. I mean, technically 100% of everybody here is press. We have freedom of press in this country. Everybody can be press.
No, look, Go, I don't care. Shut your mouth and go sit down. Go. Go. You're not leaving.
Right. Got a little extra shove on the way out. I had to exit, guys. How far down did we go?
All the way back, past the bus.
Okay, thank you.
Let's go.
Going. Why they gotta yell, I don't know. I want to get my car out of here. Holy shit, where's Mikey? Listen, the fact that they didn't want the press there and are keeping those people hostage basically is proof enough. It's proof enough of what they're doing. I was not going to stay there to get brutalized again for no reason. We have the facts. They're about to arrest everybody who's left there, more than likely. They're going to brutalize anyone who's here, and they don't want the cameras there to show it. Hopefully they have their own cameras there. But I do want to get my car out of here. Where's Mikey? Can someone tell me where Mikey is at? Is he in the proximity here? I want to link up with him. They let me leave because I have a press pass on. They said press can leave, although everyone has freedom in this country. 100% of the people there can. They are recording. They are disseminating it to the public. Everyone is press. If you have some sort of credential, obviously anyone can make a credential. Your own company, like myself, independent journalist. I made my own credential. It got me out of there this time. But they literally trapped everybody in there and would not let them leave. So the people who are there right now, there are many people who wanted to leave that are not press. They wanted to leave and stopped from leaving. He's in the car. Thank you. Tell him to wait. Can somebody tell him to wait for me? They would not let people leave. Then they said, press, you can leave. Who is not press there? Right? Everyone. We all have freedom of press in this country, so 100% there to leave. That were there should have been able to leave. Sorry, I'm a little worked up. If you not too long ago, maybe 30 minutes ago, they closed in on us. They hit. At least I got hit with shields. I got thrown to the floor. They were all their weight with the shields on me. I lost my phone. I had to dig through under the fence to get it. They were trying to push me away from it. I fought with all my might to get my hand to grab this phone and get it back. Otherwise, I was pretty much screwed. But I did get it back, and then they put us all. They closed to put us in the circle. Most of the people here are press, have press credentials. For those who don't, they are press too. What's up, GGA? Go record what I can see. There's no getting closer than this. Look. Back it up. You know, I think it was unfair for them to blank everybody and kept pushing this way. Most people probably would have complied in some way, shape, or form, and at least been able to get out to a safe area. Instead, they trapped everybody in the circle there. And are they going to arrest these people, or is that what they're doing here? I'm assuming that's what they're going to do. Hey, you guys have been here for several nights. Is this unusual?
This has not happened previous nights.
So, okay. So they basically
encircled. It's called kettling.
Kettling, like farm animals. They rounded everybody up, and now they're arresting them. They gave, quote unquote, press the opportunity to leave. Everybody there is press. We all have a First Amendment right to freedom of press in this country. It stinks here, literally stinks. But as members of the press, we should be able to be within sight and sound of what's going on there, but they don't want to see it. Oh, nobody's listening to this guy. He's by himself.
There's no fucking line there.
That should lead to about where this black car is. Back up.
That's where we are.
Back up. Back up. Back up. So there's black car here. Back up. Back up.
So you can see I'm right next to the black car. He's just trying to impose some authority over people. It's a couple of feet. It's not endangering anybody. I'm trying to be careful. It was a very violent scene here today. It looks like they're arresting people down there. They basically herded them all in a small area, and now it looks like they're shackling them, throwing the torture cuffs on them to put them in cages, taking their freedom away for exercising the First Amendment constitutional right, the same one every single one of us is exercising. It's really hard to see. Am I in anybody's way here?
Protest has been contained by police.
All right. I don't know if you could see what I see here. I mean, you know what? I would have taken the arrest, but I felt like it was smarter to document from over here. I don't have anything to prove with that. Do you hear them chanting? I mean, the circle was a really small circle. So when they start chanting like that, they move in closer. Basically, they've got them all pushed. All right, they move, I move. They're gonna have to keep pushing us back then. This is our job. We have a duty to be within sight and sound. They have a duty to let us be within sight and sound, but they're not. I'll show you my bruises later. All right, they're putting their shields down. I imagine that means they're getting their little shackle things out, their whatever strips thing there. And they're probably just about to handcuff some people. I don't have Mikey's number. I'm staying down here though. He can walk down here. We're okay here. We're outside of that little thing they did there. And we could take pictures from here. You can let them know he can take pictures from here. They broke my thing that I had my phone on, this thing here. They got somebody on the floor over there. He just got in my shot. All right. You can see the artwork on the wall. All right, so they're laying people down, tying them up, and putting them into, I guess, arresting them. I don't know what they're going to do with them after that. That was very unexpected. Hey, Mikey, came to back you up, buddy. How much of the same shots do you need? I guess as many as possible. I don't know, I can't really get much more than this, so. So as you know, law enforcement has the monopoly on violence, and there's nothing you can do about it at this point. Yeah. Go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Yeah, I'm half. He's half a mile away from the curfew zone. I believe we were half a mile away from, at least from Delaney Hall. There's a shot right there. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Shit, sorry guys.
Guys, you're back. Everyone back. You're getting arrested. Let's go. Yeah, what are we going to get arrested for?
Defiant trespass on a public sidewalk. I've gotten that a few times. It's a good question, though. Failure to disperse is one of those they use. Man, shout out to all these journalists out here. I mean, this is real journalism. Look at all these guys out here on these front lines here, taking pictures, coming out here, putting themselves in harm's way to cover the story. I don't see NBC and Fox News. I don't know, maybe MSNBC, CNN, all these different networks, NJ12. I don't see anybody out here, man. And this is really the only form of news there is: independent journalism, street journalists, citizen journalists doing their thing. Yeah, I'm gonna clean the lens again. It did fall in the dirt, so I apologize for that. Good looking, Vinny. Is that better? It's upside down though. Hopefully that's better. Did you see that, Hawk fan? It was crazy. I didn't expect that. I completely just went against the fence. I put my hands up, and they still. All right. 474 Wilson Ave. I don't know. I have no clue where that is. I don't want to stop recording. My car is down this way. I'm assuming he's down that way. I kind of want to stay here. Vinny, is that better? Is anyone else restreaming this? Is Leroy live right now? Feel free to restream. All right. And is it streaming on Leroy's channel right now? All right. Shout out to Leroy Truth Investigations. He's on his way here. Thanks for the restream. Ari, if you're producing, shout out to you. The whole Tyranny response team, I think, is coordinating behind the scenes right now. And appreciate each and every one of you. I gotta clean my lens again. Sorry, guys. I mean, I low-key feel like a shithead for leaving when they said press can leave, but I felt like the best way to give you coverage is to be out here on this side and not inside of a jail cell. So.
They don't want to be recorded arresting American citizens who are just practicing the First Amendment.
Here's what you got to do. You have to back up all the way down there to the intersection. Back up. Because that's what we're telling you to do.
You just made that up right now.
We got orders for you to do that. That's what you got to do. So back up.
Just following orders.
We got orders. We got orders to have you guys move to a designated area that's having you pee. You have to back up.
I think we're okay to work here.
No, you're not okay to work here. You have to move back.
Let me
to having you
get
pee.
a supervisor, bring him over
My
here.
supervisor is right behind you walking down
Go get
the
him.
street.
So when he comes here,
No, you're going to start moving now.
no.
This is Newark Police
This is
Detective
This is live.
You're gonna
JL.
start moving
This
now.
is live. You didn't give
Can't
me
see his
any more
name badge.
As to what?
Tarnished.
Right.
He's gonna call for backup. We have a right to be here, sir.
They refuse to move. Push them back yourselves. Push them back to the line, please.
Give you a lot of order. It's going to be a big story. I tell you, I'm live right now. You're live right now.
You're live on several channels. Guys, can you give your name and badge number for the record?
Yeah, let's get that.
Because they're covered. We can't see them. We have a right to see who you are.
647.
You're covering your name, sir. Can we see your name, please? We have a right to know who's asking us to move.
That's when they scared now.
Badge number 27, Newark Police Department.
647.
647, Newark Police Department. Body cameras are on.
Earlier, there was a press release and notification that said that verified credential press, which we all are, would be allowed to remain in the curfew area because freedom of press is one of the four tenets of the First Amendment. But just like the protesters exercising their First Amendment right to free speech, freedom of peaceful assembly, the free press is also under attack right now by the state police.
Somebody watch our
authorization of
backs.
The governor of New Jersey, instead of getting
Like we're a reasonable distance away.
They don't want their crimes shown. That's right, John. And
We can't-
we're over 100 feet away. We're over 100 feet away, and they still are unhappy that they're being recorded arresting American citizens, freely protesting against ICE, abducting people, against ICE retaliating against people holding a peaceful hunger strike in Delaney Hall.
Yeah, these are what tyrants look like. We can barely see what they're doing. Never mind hear what they're doing. We have a right to be within sight and sound. These two detectives are quote unquote just following orders. You know how that goes. Let me see your papers.
There's another protester being escorted off in handcuffs now.
I just don't want them to flank us again in the back. Right? They're slick today.
I'm blocking your shoulder.
Yeah. No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Tell people in New Jersey to call the government. I don't know.
People,
Yeah,
people in New Jersey
it's.
call your government. People outside of New Jersey,
Um,
I'll probably be arrested.
Can one of the mods throw some phone numbers up in the chat to tell them to call?
Call your local representatives. Call your governor.
Call the Newark Police Department
Newark
too.
Police, call the state police. Call the governor. Tell them that this is not what you voted for. This does not represent you. You're supposed to be a government of the people, by the people, for the people. Instead, we are a state that is being run by very few who are interested in maintaining the status quo.
Can one of the mods tell me who the chief of police is in Newark?
It is fascism, absolutely. Fascism is state-sponsored violence. Instead of being brutalized by federal ICE agents, people are being brutalized by state police agents. Do you want your green-flavored violence or your blue-flavored violence? That's all you're getting here.
That's true. And no one is exempt from the violence
No
here,
one is exempt.
unless you have a badge.
The ICE agents were smashing press cameras and cans. The state police were targeting press with pepper balls yesterday. I had my camera shot. Tear gas, flashbangs. That pepper balls are the least of it. It's the flashbangs, it's the tear gas, it's the horses. It's the overall use of fear and terror on American citizens trying to exercise the most core principles of what it means to be an American.
And they have the monopoly on violence, so they get to do that.
The state, exactly. The state has a monopoly on violence. All these little laws of, trespassing or...
Am I in your way? I'm sorry.
Curfew, they're all backed up by threats of violence.
It's all good, brother. Just let me know.
That's all the state is.
You get frustrated.
They're putting these American citizens, who they should see as their brothers and sisters, we're putting them face down in the mud, putting them in handcuffs, because they don't think that peaceful people who just wanted to be in this country, who most of them had zero criminal records, who are holding a peaceful hunger strike, shouldn't be indefinitely detained in abysmal conditions. That they have a right to moderately good food at all, food without worms in it. They have a right to medical care when they're being detained, even though they shouldn't be detained in the first place.
They don't care because there's zero accountability.
There is zero accountability, and that's why they are pushing the press back, so they can stay unaccountable, so they can continue abusing their power, and they can push us back so it's harder for us to record. They can threaten us.
I mean, all we want to do is document what they're
I'm seeing them arrest a
doing.
member of the press right now, in fact.
They're not afraid of the cameras, they're afraid of what it exposes. So they push us all the way back so we can't expose what they're doing. Everyone is press. We all have freedom of press in this country. 100% of the people there are press. 100%. If they're using the camera, they are press.
There go the police. Maybe they've finished doing their violence.
I understand what you guys are trying to do.
Just walk away. Just walk away.
Please stay here, okay?
We don't need directives, bro.
Stay here. If you move up from here,
I know you got to say that. We've been here. We didn't need you to say it. We don't need your directives. Don't eat yellow snow. We know. Okay, yeah. Cool.
You're not thinking of the law. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Don't go home and beat your wife.
You're not that guy. Look where you built it. Your wife is probably getting fucked right now.
come up with a better one than that.
Yeah.
Because you don't got a wife, right?
Your husband.
Well, I want to give a shout out to our very own John Farina for very bravely clapping back at the police, not taking their bullshit, pushing back, because just because a police officer says something to you, just because a police officer says that they have an order to do something, doesn't mean that that is a lawful order, doesn't mean that you have to do anything.
Shout
you
out to
ask
John.
them for a supervisor. You ask them what law you're breaking. You ask them, are you being detained or are you free to go? And if they say you're being detained and they start to detain you, don't say anything. The only word you should ever say is lawyer. That's the only thing you should say if you're being arrested until a lawyer is present.
That was pitch perfect. I don't answer questions, never talk to police, always record police, and know that anything they say can and will be used against you.
Yeah. Well, folks, this is pretty much went exactly as we expected it to go, as I said earlier and outlined.
Here they come.
Did they take a member of the press over here?
They did. Guys, I'm trying to stay as close as possible. Shout out to John from I don't know what the name of that channel was. Is that you?
Yep.
Shout out to John. He held it down like a real G right there.
That's right. You got it.
And set the tone for everybody here.
You have a longer lens. You got a long lens, right? You got a long lens.
I mean, and he's right. I mean, it's principle, right? We do have a right to be within sight and sound. We're on a public sidewalk here. We're not interfering. We're not obstructing. We're not a threat. We have cameras. Apparently to them, it's cameras of mass destruction. But they're not afraid of the cameras. They're afraid of what it exposes, because it exposes their behavior.
And they expressed themselves. They said what they disagree with.
Here they come.
They said what they value. They said they didn't want free Americans. They didn't want people who are suspected of being, their only crime being undocumented in this country,
Oh, they stuff it behind us
to
too.
be detained indefinitely, trial, to be deported, to be subject to miserable conditions, inhumane conditions.
I don't trust these motherfuckers for shit.
And there's
We're good on the sidewalk here? I'm asking, I'm just asking. That was sarcasm. That was meant to be sarcastic, but he said I have come.
Insulted by that.
Hey, one of us asked him. What's your name, brother? I'm David. Matt, nice to meet you. What's up, bro? That was funny. It took his attention away from you, though. I can't see the chats, guys. That was so funny to me. Oh, Chief Sharonda Morris. All right, so the chief of Newark is Sharonda Morris. Her phone number is 973-733-6000. Leave them a message, let them know what you think. Peacefully, no threats. Also, Cory Booker. Leave him a message, let him know what you think. His phone number is 202-244-3224. Redress your government peacefully, as always, but redress them. Let them know what you think. All right, Leroy. I see you. I see you.
I know.
What a contrast from the show they put on yesterday morning when there was a ICE support thing going on here. They put on a really good show. They were on their best behavior. They were good boys and girls lined up against the fence and enjoying the bootlicking. But today, they had a different set of orders, and they followed them to the T. They outflanked everybody, pushed them into a circle, and arrested anyone who didn't have a quote-unquote press credential, which, you know my opinion on that. We all have freedom of press in this country. A credential is given to you by, how can the government decide who's going to be press or not? And if you work for an agency or for yourself, it's just you giving it to yourself. So it's a private business giving it to yourself. Pardon me, I'm sorry. Yep, you're good. All right, so. That's right, GGA. I guess I'll hang out, wait for Leroy here.
They're like 18 years old in there.
So do you know what the process is for someone who gets arrested? Because there's no bail in New Jersey. It should just be like a summons and release, right?
They're gonna hold them for. I've been arrested in Jersey before.
Few hours, right? So they write up the paperwork.
Few hours, and most of this shit's probably gonna get knocked down in traffic court.
It'll probably get dismissed. Yeah, yeah.
For ICE protest in 2021.
So the charge would either be defiant trespass, right? But it's hard to prove on a public sidewalk.
A lot of them are probably gonna get resisting arrest.
Well, that's if you resist arrest. So obstruction of governmental operations.
They do full group.
That's getting dismissed. Probably obstruction of the governmental operations or failure to disperse because they're going to say more than 4 people. It's a riot, quote unquote. Even though everyone was peaceful, no one was being disorderly.
In my case, I was arrested with 8 people in completely different sectors, but because it was the same thing, we all got charged with the same thing.
It's going to be obstruction more than likely.
More likely than not.
But that's not a felony, right? That's low court.
Oh, it's low court. They even
it's petty.
I think got dropped down in traffic court.
Yeah.
And my lawyer was like, "Don't even fight. Just take whatever."
Yeah, I'm fighting defiant trespass now. I got arrested in the State Building in Journal Square for recording.
Did they drop it down to traffic court?
I still have to go. I pled not guilty. I'm going pro se. Okay. They did offer me a $100 fine or some stupid shit.
Yeah,
it's low court, stupid. But obviously I'm not taking it. I had every right to be there.
Don't. I just didn't have the capacity to fight mine.
Yeah. So are we allowed back, or
I just move with the crowd?
Or does it matter, right? We've always been allowed here, right? They're just trying to not let us be here. I hate saying the word allowed. It's just a silly word. We have every right to be here. It's a public sidewalk, for Christ's sake. What a shot that is. Look at the artwork behind these fucking pigs. Sorry, these guys here today are pigs. I know some of you that watch my channel feel differently, and that's okay, but these guys showed their ass today.
We arrested everybody, and you will get arrested if you don't leave. Let's go, move.
We're outside half a mile. Where are we allowed to stay? Where are we allowed to stay? We're on a public sidewalk outside half a mile. Go. Where are we allowed to stay?
Get out of here.
You gotta go.
Wherever you live.
Will the people that got arrested be released tonight?
You gotta go.
I understand that, but I'm just asking about.
Go.
Will the people that got arrested be released? Can we ask about the process?
You guys have to go past the bus.
They have to get processed.
Okay. After they get processed, they'll be released?
You guys have to go.
Thank you. What's your name, sir? Thank you.
You haven't made clear where the line is.
They told you to go
past
the bus.
You didn't answer that.
Yes. All right, go. Come on.
Times already. Relax.
Go.
He knew. Careful. I still gotta find it. Don't hurt their egos too much. Yeah. Okay, I didn't hear the trigger.
You know they all got bullied in high school. You don't want to.
So this is the bus that they're referring to over here. Past the bus right here. Like it's they always have to give you that one extra, directive to try to impose their authority. Like it's irrelevant whether we're at the bus or we're right here or at that pole. They have a whole slew of law enforcement officers there with shields and all kind of violent tools at their disposal. We're clearly not a threat. We're just taking pictures. I'm not sure what they're looking for. What do you think they're looking for? So this is state police. I like your press badge.
Thanks.
Look, you got a.
I got
official. Back. Look, he's official.
I got the real one too. But this is what people.
You know what?
No one can see this thing.
But who gives you that?
Oh, city government.
So the government is saying who can be press and who can't. That's ridiculous, right? We all have freedom of press.
I agree with you, man.
So I made my own.
Good. Yeah.
It got me out of there. I work for myself. I'm independent. So to me, it's as official as if
perfect. That's all it needs.
MSNBC gave their employee.
All you need is something to wave at them.
All you need is it's like, it's like using the force against them.
Yeah.
Right, they can't prove any of these shits are fucking
No,
real.
yeah.
And we all have freedom of press. I'd argue that everyone that got arrested today and was holding up a camera was a citizen journalist. So it's all bullshit. They have these little rules that they make up in their brain. They could have let everyone in that circle go, and then that's what they should have done. But they needed to arrest somebody. They needed to get somebody's ID. But they're trying to set an example. I'd argue that the Streisand effect is what's going to happen here. Because they did that, more people are going to come out and be out here on these in this quote unquote curfew line here, a curfew line, like we're children. Jesus. I wonder if Leroy can get down here. Anybody know where Leroy is at? Is he almost here or? The process is the punishment, so they still have to go to court. They'll get out in a few hours, but they still have to go to court. They still have to maybe not deal with lawyers if they want to hire a lawyer, but they still have to go in front of a judge. They maybe lose hours at work or whatever it is. The process is the punishment. Watch your back. Two minutes away. All right. Is he on foot or is he in a car? Did he party or what's the deal here? I don't feel like my normal self. I didn't expect that to happen. All right, he's parked, getting stuff together. All right. And shout out to Leroy Truth for pulling up. Shout out to Social Justice Water Pipe, who got out of the circle before everybody did and made his way to the car. I am okay, Katie. I'll check myself later. I feel like I got some scuffs and bruises on my hip and elbows and my shoulder here, so I don't know. But my hands and face are okay. That's the important part. I'm breathing, I'm walking, I'm able to hold the camera. No, I'm good. I feel good. I just feel a little like scratched up, like it's irritating a little bit. But I'm all good. I was a little shocked though. I did not expect to get caught in the middle of that so quickly. And I really thought that they were going to allow people to disperse. That's the thing. I mean, they literally captured everyone and basically held them hostage, especially since everyone was outside of the 0.5 mile zone. It was outside of it, so I feel like they broke their own rule there that they made. Yeah, I mean, I think it would be different if everyone was exercising their Second Amendment right, but that's not the case here in New Jersey. I mean, you do have the right to bear arms. It's a little more complex than certain other states where you could just openly carry and defend yourself. Here, there's a whole nother process. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That might change some things. The problem is that the curfew was put into effect, but even before the curfew was in effect, I'm told that there was violence here other nights before the curfew too. So it really doesn't matter. They're going to look to escalate and be violent. And I'm glad that I came here to see it for myself, because, you know, I'm always the skeptic. I don't always just believe what I'm told. And listen, I saw it for myself and you saw it with me. And thank everybody for being here. Thank you all. So it looks like the only ones left here are quote unquote credentialed media. And anyone else that was here that didn't have quote unquote credentials was, I'm assuming, brought to Essex County. Or they probably would be brought to municipal, Newark Municipal, to get written up, paperwork, and then probably released from there. And if they have any warrants or anything like that, then they might have a problem. Or if they were charged with a felony, they might have some kind of problem. So.
Oh, the bus is gone.
What bus? I mean, it is a full moon out tonight. Is that a full moon? Yeah. Isn't it ironic? See that? It's 10:42 right now. Are they letting Leroy through, or what's going on there? This is a lot of tax dollars going to waste. What do you think? Look at this. Look at this. I bet every one of these guys is on overtime. For what? Damn, it really does stink over here. This place is like putrid. So they broke my thing here. The glare of the light is terrible. And I gotta keep cleaning this lens. My left pinky is in a lot of pain. I don't want to be a fucking baby here, but. Second full moon in May. This is the blue moon. How ironic. The blue moon for the blue line. I can co-sign everything he's saying over there. It was completely peaceful from what I saw. Let me turn my camera. It was completely peaceful. Some people talking shit or whatever, exercising their First Amendment. All good. Nobody doing anything violent. None of the protesters or media, press people, non-press people, members of the public doing anything violent at all. Just kind of just being here. And their simple presence was enough to get these guys to charge in and bash everybody. I was one of the people that was bashed and sent flying to the floor and bashed some more. I mean, those shields have a little bit of give in them. They're not completely hard, kind of like they're plastic, so you could feel it like buckle when it hits you. Like, but you know, they're big guys and they're hitting you hard with those things, and from multiple angles. There was at least 3 or 4 guys like bouncing me around like a ping pong between those shields till I hit the floor and lost my phone. And then as I'm trying to go back to get him, I'm basically pleading with this fucking guy, let me get my phone, because I didn't want to lose my phone. He still kept yelling at me and hitting me with the thing, like trying to keep me away from it. I was able to retrieve it, thankfully. But yeah, I did kind of get a little shocked. I mean, I was prepared for it. I think I maintained my My coolant stayed grounded for the most part. As I got up off the floor from that against this fence right here, kind of where that lady is standing, but back over that fence over there where that guy is behind the gate over there. I was right in that general area near that pole there, because I was using the pole for cover in case they shot any bullets. They pummeled me to the floor there, like right there. Lost my phone. Tried to get it. Was like going under the fence from New Jersey Transit there. I was able to retrieve it. As I was getting up, they were hitting me. I kind of retreated back this way, but then they had the other insurgents of law enforcement coming from this way saying, no, go back that way. So they were pushing people this way. They were pushing people that way, and they wouldn't let anybody get out of this general area right here. Some people lined up against the wall with their hands up, which I think was a smart move, to have your back, not have your back exposed. So I kind of went over there with them, and then they like 3 more feet or whatever, 3 steps, and they boom, boom, stepped in more, and they were closing the gap on everybody. So they had everybody rounded up in a very tight circle, and they got a drone up here right now, law enforcement drone. So they had everybody in a very tight circle, and that's when they made the announcement that, like, credentialed media, you have this one opportunity to leave. And I came in from the only way you can get in here right now, GSA. It's basically down there. They had a detour. They drove all the cars in one direction. So if he made a right at that detour, all the way down the block, and then down this block here. So there was only one way in, as far as I understood. There was only one way I could get in. I believe GSA, I'm standing in the exact spot where we parked yesterday. Tell them that. I'm standing in the exact spot. So if you could see, look, there's the corner. You were parked right here in that grass on that hill right there, and I was parked right here where this black car is. So exactly where we are right now. Delaney Hall is down the block here, straight down the block. Shit. I'm buffering. All right, straight down the block right here is Delaney Hall. So this is the corner. That's funny. I mean, what makes them the good guys, in your opinion? What's good about that? Do we not have freedom of press in this country? Do we not have the right to peacefully assemble and to protest and redress our government? I mean, I was literally here. There was no violence from any of the protesters. Zero. There was some shit talking, but that's freedom of speech too. Man, this is one of the worst smells I've ever smelled, coming from somewhere over here. I don't know. Check this out. Look, they got cameras on us right there. But they don't like it when the cameras are right out here. I mean, New Jersey Transit must have cameras aimed at there too. You think an open request, all these guys had body cameras on. You think you could get any of that body camera footage? Hell no. That's a tough one. I believe that we probably do agree on, most people probably agree on a lot more than they think. I mean, yesterday I was here and I heard a lot of arguing between people, and they weren't really talking about shit. Nobody was saying anything about anything. And then when I saw, and everybody left well, when I was here, and everything was peaceful between everybody. There was some shit talking, some yelling, and things like that. And then at some point in the night, things popped off, I guess, and because of this curfew thing. And then there's another curfew tonight. I guess they're doing the curfew again, continuing it. And I saw Mikey Bongholio, Social Justice Water Pipe, here. I think he has another name for his channel too. I'm not sure, but subscribe to Social Justice Water Pipe. By the way, subscribe to Leroy Truth Investigations, AV Designs, Garden State Accountability, and Scalzo Photo, and of course, Good Guy Activism. I should have brought my non-alcoholic beer here. But that is Doremus. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Looks like Doremus or Doremus Avenue. That is where the ICE Detention Center is located. It's called Delaney Hall. It's been the subject of a lot lately. If you scroll through your Instagram and Facebook feed, I'm sure you see a lot of things going on here. And YouTube, you have keyword Delaney Hall, probably ICE or something like that. Or you'll see a lot about what's been happening lately. And I came here because Leroy is in a police car. How the fuck did he do that? Are they escorting him here? What are you talking about? Talk to me, Garden State. You gotta elaborate. Thank you, Tommy V. Nah, you can't just act like you didn't just say that. He's getting an escort. Holy shit. Only Leroy. Oh shit. Only Leroy Truth can talk his way into a police car to get escorted. This motherfucker. Oh shit. Alright, that's my boy. That's why he's my boy. A lot of what Leroy does is it's extremely smart. I won't elaborate in case I don't want to blow his spot up right now, quote unquote, figuratively. I don't get any ideas. But yeah, yeah. No, I don't think Leroy got arrested. Someone just hit me up in the group chat. No, I don't think Leroy got arrested. I think he talked his way into a police vehicle to get an escort here. So, I don't know if my stream is playing on his phone right now, so I don't want to say anything. But listen, he is an extremely fair person. He will give praise when praise is due, and he will condemn behavior that needs to be condemned. And, listen, neither one of us, and I'll make this clear for anyone who's watching, neither one of us are anti-police. We're anti-bad policing. We are pro-Constitution and pro the people. So being for the people doesn't mean fuck the police any more than saying save the whales means fuck the dolphins, right? We will give credit when law enforcement does a good job, and we will expose when law enforcement does a bad job, and hopefully attempt to get some accountability. We're opposed to tyranny. We are pro-Constitution. We believe in law and order. I believe in law and order. But I also believe that paramount to that is our constitutional rights. So anything that violates that is no longer a valid law, and it's no longer about order. So that kind of sums it up somewhat. I mean, obviously it's nuanced. You think they set Leroy up? Yeah, we'll escort you. I don't know, guys. What do you think? You think Leroy's getting the escort straight to the police station? What do you think? I'm in the state. Wait, let me see. He just hit me up, said he's in the. Okay. He's in the state trooper car on the way here. Let's see. That's not certainly not a state trooper. This is gonna be funny when he pulls up in the state trooper's vehicle. Yeah, I say fuck bad police too. Fuck bad police. Yeah, 100%. And I would assume and hope that any good law enforcement officers would say the same. And that's what I would expect of them. I would expect good law enforcement officers to say, fuck bad police too. So. New Jersey Transit. Well, where the fuck is this guy escorting them to? Because he should have been here by now. You know, when I first started the live, I was like, hopefully I don't get shot. And some people laughed at me that were bystanders. Some people laughed. But I meant it. I meant, hopefully I don't get shot with rubber bullets or tear gas or some kind of pepper spray or anything like that. He's doing a live in the cop car. Holy shit. Okay. Let's see. We got some activity going on here. Everybody's going this way. I hate to follow the crowd, but, you know, when in Rome, can you tell Leroy to tell whoever state trooper he's doing a live in to tell the guys here to stand down? How about that? Oh, these are the makeshift shields here that people had. Oh, it's funny. Look at this. So people made shields here out of garbage cans and some padding here. They put handles on it. It's funny. Pretty creative too. Pretty creative too. I did notice that there were some on sale on Amazon for a decent price, but yeah. So here's some leftover water, the makeshift shields. We still gotta watch our backs over here. I don't trust them. Yeah. So we have gas masks and helmets, goggles, a lot of people's personal property that should have been taken with them, in my opinion. I don't know when it's okay to arrest somebody and throw their property away, but this is what's left over here. You can see gloves, PPE, goggles, and face masks, and pens, water jugs. Looks like there's some kind of book bag here. There's some media across the street over there with a big camera. So apparently, I mean, I don't know. There's the real, quote unquote, real media. But they were in here when the shit was popping off. They were over there watching our backs over here. If Leroy talked himself into a fucking trooper car, if this really happened? I gotta get this shot here. Look at this. Look at this. What the holy shit. Yo, that was crazy, bro. How the fuck? This is the fuck. I guess the bigger the press pass, the bigger. Hey everybody, this is Leroy Truth Investigations. He pulled up right now. He pulled up with an escort from a New Jersey state trooper. He's the only one that I know that could make that kind of shit happen. He probably could sell water to a well or salt to a slug. But he's here in full effect. And if you are you live right now?
Yeah.
All right.
Here. In fact, here, let me give you this. I'll use this. And
Yeah.
here. So yeah, hey, welcome everybody. Hold on here.
You want to go down here, or like in the corner here?
Man, it smells so bad here.
Oh, it's terrible. Well, thanks for coming. I couldn't find Mikey.
No? Oh.
He got out the circle, and then once he was out, I think he made it to his car. He probably couldn't get back in. He should. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn it the other way. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here, and
Were you watching my left?
yeah, the whole time. Yeah.
Could you see what they did to me?
I saw that they did something, but your camera fell.
Right.
So you couldn't see it, but it was not good.
You could tell it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Let's go in the corner here.
Yeah, we'll turn this like this for now. And
Maybe get these guys in the background behind us.
over here. Yeah. It smells like.
Oh, it's like circus.
Right. It smells like cow manure and goat puke left in the Sahara Desert for about 20 years. Hey, you got all kinds of stuff. Dogs here.
Yeah.
Oh, there is. That's right. There is.
Oh, there's literally horse shit here from the horses. You want to get away from it? Want to stand right in the middle of the fucking street?
Yeah.
They're gonna tell us to get on the sidewalk.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm Leroy Truth Investigations. Welcome to my live station for Davis. And just want to document. We're neutral here. We're not taking any sides.
Make sure it's in frame. Okay, you stand there. I'll make sure you're in frame, and then I'll stand right next to you.
Yeah. Copacetic here. One of my plants is loose here. Okay.
All right.
So what do we only have three press here?
Only free press. I mean, you've seen some of these guys, some of their channels.
Yeah.
These guys are great, actually. There's quote unquote real press, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. There's the traditional media.
Yeah. Traditional media. Am I in frame?
You're in frame.
All right. So you want to come in frame with me?
Let's get a little closer.
Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your coworkers, whoever you get it out to. You have to share this content. What you have to do tonight, we're the first time
I don't want to stand too close to the edge, though.
Here. Let's just make sure we're in frame.
well, I'm not in New Jersey, I was somewhere else. Well, what about
Yeah, that's a good idea. And we can see the chats, too.
Yeah. All right.
every city in the country?
Yeah, that's good. Good?
Yeah, let's go down here.
Yeah.
They're expanding their operations just because the huge surge of activity that we saw in the camps.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're here. We're live with the exposure report at your Delaney home here.
I'm back, though.
Okay.
All right.
So welcome everybody. How many you have in yours?
Only a couple now.
All right. So
shout out to everybody who's in here.
So what's been going on here, David?
It was a fast-changing turn of events. When I was on my way here, as soon as I got in the area, I got a message, an alert that said, like, this is a restricted curfew zone. If you have your press credentials, you're good to go. So, all right, cool. I was watching Bongholio's stream, Social Justice Water Pipe, and he said, man, it was eerily calm, right? It was eerily calm. And then some things kind of popped off a little bit, but nothing crazy. And then as I'm walking down the block, all right, I see the line of these guys here, and Bunch
When you
of
say
that-
the guys, specifically,
the
which
law enforcement.
Which law
It
enforcement was there?
Mostly state troopers. And then at some point, Newark PD started coming around this side. The line was actually holding the line right to the street, right where the crosswalk is there. There was. Yeah, we'll have to.
Let's go back a little more.
Our life is better than your life. All right, so shout out to AV. Yeah. All right, so. All right, whatever.
Yes.
Threw me off there.
Okay, so you were
So we were holding the line there, and it was people talking shit. Nothing violent or anything like that. Some guys were, being a little macho, talking shit to the police. There was the police behind the line. It was all good. We thought they were going to maintain that line right there because, according to someone, we were 0.5 miles away from Delaney Detention Center. So I'm like, yeah, it's about 0.5 miles. The zone is supposed to be 0.5 miles around. Oh, we're good here. Let's see what happens.
So this is the area you were the whole time?
Right here.
Yeah.
Right on the other side of that crosswalk.
Right, which
there.
is just about 0.5 miles.
Right. They had barricades over there as well.
All right.
And law enforcement was on this side of the barricade. Everyone else was on that side. Most of the people here was holding the camera and had a press credential. I would say more than just regular citizens, right? Or, even though they were all being citizens themselves because they were exercising their freedom of press right as well. So, in my opinion, 100% of the people here was press.
Yeah.
Right?
I heard your point. Anyone with a camera documenting something that is of public interest,
right,
is really, that's press.
Engaging in their freedom of press, right?
Whether they have a press credential or not, because they're not real. No one, no matter who issues them, because as David said on the live stream earlier, the government does not issue press credentials.
Right. So then at some point, they filled in the whole area, so there was nowhere to escape to if we tried to come this way. And it's like, who cares? Nobody's going that way anyway. But strategically, they had a whole slew of law enforcement come from the other direction, and they came in quick, and they basically flanked everybody that was here, and was telling them, move back that way. They wouldn't let you leave. And at the same time, these guys charged. So they're charging from this side. They're charging from that side with their shields up. No, go back that way. Go back that way. Anywhere you went was back towards another law enforcement agent telling you go back the other way. There was literally nowhere to go. So at the point where these guys approached me, I don't know who it was. I believe it was state police. They were coming at me with the shields. I went against this fence here, and I put my hands up, and I had my press credential here. Didn't make a freaking difference. No, go that way. I can't go that way. They tell me go this way. Bam, bam, slam it. Now 2 or 3 of them. Now I hit the floor, and
So you were kind of like in a blender, right?
I would call it like a ping pong machine.
Like a shield ping pong.
Yeah.
Blender.
The shields aren't very hard. They kind of have a little bit of flex to them because they're like plastic, but they're hitting you hard with it, and they're strong. They're big guys, and their intention is to hit you hard to put fear into you, or to convince you to go this way or that way, and to push you in the direction they want to push you in. So, I'm getting bounced around. I could barely stay on my feet. I hit the ground. As I'm on the ground, they're still hitting me with the fucking shields. Like, I can't do anything. I lost my phone. It went under the fence. So now my mind is get that phone at all costs.
You understand how it...
Oh, yeah, I understand.
You understand exactly...
I don't care what's happening.
I'm
getting
through.
Exactly what you've been through. I don't care resisting, whatever. I'm getting my motherfucking phone. I'm not losing my phone. So as I'm clawing at it to try to get it's kind of going under the fence there, he's hitting me with the thing, telling me, go that way. I'm like, I need my phone. I'm pleading with him.
Pause a minute.
Yeah.
Vinny, can you get that section ready to go so we can show that to everybody here? Right before David was hit by the shields. So if you can get that section ready, Aria. And again, God bless Aria. Thank you for producing the show. Guard State Accountability, you all hopped right on. And because we all have each other's backs. And I was able to make it here. So after David describes what happened, I would like you to then show that clip from when things went crazy. Then you'll see what I saw.
Yeah, I'm assuming many people are getting hit with shields, right? Because they're coming from all angles. But I was able to retrieve my phone. That was a relief for me, right? Like I feel some soreness and like I'm getting hit, but I'm aware. It's grounded. I'm staying logical. I'm trying to make it to a place where my back is not exposed.
Pause. I hear noise coming through here.
Yeah, there's feedback.
Yeah. Okay, check 1 2, check 1 2. Okay. Right.
All right. So I'm just thinking, get to a place where your back is not exposed. Now that I have it, I'm trying to go through that way. They're pushing me back. So it's like now you're in a circle and you're just kind of looking around like, I have nowhere to go. They just rounded us up like cattle.
You were all corralled up.
We were corralled up like cattle. All right. So like, why? Like, what's the purpose here? I'm thinking they're gonna let us leave. But I make my way across the street to the wall. I feel like my back to the wall, at least I could see whatever. I don't have as many directions to have to be aware of. And then we're there for a little bit, and there are people asking to leave. And they're not being allowed to leave. So you basically were a captive in a circle. Women asking to leave.
Right.
They don't give.
Well, so here's I think strategically what happened is that there was the curfew.
Right.
And then they gave, in their perspective, what they call a grace period.
Right.
And then, once that grace period came to the end of that,
whoever's
there, and then they didn't differentiate from press from the people who were defying the curfew, because you were here to document. You weren't defying a curfew. You're here to document what was possibly going to go down to protect everybody.
Right.
Because if someone on the protester side does something violent, that
believe
should be
me,
documented.
I was waving this thing around, making it very clear that I was waving it, right?
It's got to be bigger.
It's got to be bigger, yeah. Is bigger better? All right. Anyway. So, yeah. But then at some point, they did make an announcement that said, credentialed press, we're giving you one chance to exit. You had to go through one specific officer. He had to look at your press credentials and allow you to leave, to exit. I had to make a decision. I decided I'm exiting this motherfucking circle right now because I'm not going to do anybody any good.
No.
Staying in the middle and getting
it was
arrested.
wise to exit. Now, there should have been the opportunity for any press to continue to document.
Right.
But that wasn't given. But they did give we'll call the opportunity for press to leave before they then arrested everybody else.
And arrested whoever was left.
Did everyone else get arrested?
Everyone else got arrested.
How many?
Yeah. Including some other journalists that were credentials but got caught up. Like I guess they didn't take the opportunity.
Which is exactly what I had asked you to do.
Yeah.
Have an exit plan so you don't get caught in the riot. Because you're not part of the protest.
Right.
You're documenting the protest.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, I saw it for myself though. I mean, there was no reason they had to hit me. I was complying. I was leaving. I was moving away from the violent guys coming at me with shields, right? Like instinct is like, yeah, I'm not just going to stay over. I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to stay here and just let them beat the shit out of me. And I can't fight them, right? That's a whole other thing.
Never.
And I would never recommend that, and I certainly don't advise that. So I retreated and got beat up for it. It didn't matter where I went, and then got corralled, and fortunately I was able to leave. Nice meeting you. Take care. However, I feel like anybody that was in that circle, the right thing to do was give them the opportunity to leave.
Right, yes.
Listen, this is what's going to happen. Either, and I'm not saying this is right or wrong, I'm saying at some point, give them an opportunity. You're going to go to jail, they're going to leave the circle and leave. And that's it. They could have just pushed everybody one direction instead of corralling them off and, violently.
Right, so to be clear...
I felt like an animal. I felt like an animal.
To be clear, so there was no instruction at some point that said, are you talking there? How are you?
Yeah, I think it was asking David. Can you flip your phone around? All I can see is your sweater.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Right. And so with this, just to be clear, so when there was a grace, I'm going to call it what they probably called it, a grace period extended after the 9 p.m. curfew, and then anyone still there was then corralled, and then they were all going to get arrested.
Period. Yeah.
So was there any instruction given to say, anyone, this is, we're going to give one, just example, one single warning that if you don't disperse now, you will be arrested?
Not while I was here. So I came after the curfew, right? I came after the curfew. The only alert I got came on my phone as soon as I entered the zone. I got a beep, 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 right? And I got an alert on my phone that said you're entering a restricted area.
How do they know that?
I don't know. It was bizarre.
They knew your phone was here. That means they knew you were
right.
here.
So anyone in that area was getting
in proximity. Yeah.
In proximity was getting the alert. But it said, credentialed members of the press are like, whatever it said, we're good to go. Basically, we'll be okay. We'll be allowed to do what they do, and things like that. So I was just like, all right, well,
a little further back.
Then I have nothing to worry about, right? Like I have my credentials,
right.
And I'm good, and I'm glad I got them at this point, right? All right.
Yeah. Okay, car coming through. Okay. Hold on, let's get back in our special area here. A good vantage point.
And as you guys know, we don't typically always wear our credentials. We didn't even use them a short period ago. Had I not had it, I would have been corralled up and arrested like everybody else. And even though I was engaged in the exact activity, it didn't change anything. I was exercising my freedom of press.
But pause there a minute, because there's many people that were protesting that were also live streaming to share whatever was going on. So technically they're press as well, right?
Technically they're press as well. Technically they're exercising the same First Amendment right. The right, freedom of press is the same. First Amendment is the same amendment that gives us the freedom of press and the right to peacefully assemble and to protest peacefully. It's the exact same amendment that gives us that right. And
it's all five parts of the First Amendment, yeah.
I mean, I imagine it must have been difficult for them because it was difficult for me to tell press from the protesters because nobody was doing anything. There's not, like, they weren't really chanting or anything. They kind of just was standing around and sharing waters. And there was one lady that was out, had a megaphone. Maybe that was a little more obvious.
I heard someone singing "Give Peace a Chance."
There were people singing "Give Peace a Chance." I mean, but like, okay, it wasn't a thing. It wasn't like a riot, like a real protest with a fuck the police. Like there was a couple of guys maybe talking shit. I don't know what the fuck they were saying. They kind of were incoherent to me, but they weren't a threat. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
All right, well, let's play the clip. We're ready for the clip now. Let's do the clip.
I want to see it because
let's do the clip full screen. There we go, Aria. You're ahead of us. Don't hear sound. There's no sound.
No, it's not playing audio from here.
So I try to keep my back to the fence there.
I'm going. We're good.
That's where it hit me. And it starts hitting me. I was saying, I'm going.
Go this way. Go. Okay. I'm going. Go wherever you.
So you fell down twice, or you got hit twice?
I got hit more than twice. I got hit at least 6 times there. They're still hitting me.
Where am I going? I think I'm playing.
So you almost got caught in the corral to get arrested.
So they basically just beat the shit out of me. They're telling me this way, they're telling me that way.
That's all just live.
Yeah. Damn, my finger. I'm trying to put it back in there.
Please don't hit me anymore.
How many people would you estimate got arrested?
Sir, where should I go?
30?
Alright, so they basically just in the middle of this.
You recovered quickly.
Yeah. was struggling to get my phone. They were trying to get me away from my phone. I was able to retrieve it. I'm okay. I'm a little.
And they all got arrested?
Aside from anyone who identifies media, I'm not sure who.
Yeah.
But yes, most of these people here, they were lined up against the wall. The guys who kind of felt like they were media were more like outside with me, taking pictures of them. We kept doing our thing, taking pictures.
All right, so you weren't prevented after you got up from continuing to document, obviously.
Right, as long as I stayed within the corral, the golden corral.
I can't hear you. No, you pause that for now. All right, so David, that was your first experience in that type of a situation. And what were you feeling?
There wasn't a lot of time to feel anything. You know what I mean? I would say surprise. I didn't expect it to escalate that quickly. I expected law enforcement to be a little more aware. You didn't have to hit anybody that was in your path. People were complying. If they were running away from you, you didn't have to hit them, except they were running faster to chase you to make sure that they hit you.
So it looks like there was an attempt to make sure they made physical contact with everyone in that proximity.
As many people as they could get their hands on or their shields on, and they went out of their way to. They didn't have to do that. They could have just marched in and people would have. They didn't have to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've been receiving calls and social media messages all day criticizing New Jersey Governor Mikey Sherrill because they say that she did a really, really bad job with the instructions that she gave to the New Jersey State Police. And wherever the instructions they are given is what they do. And so that was proofs in the pudding. People have seen various things. The media they weren't aware of the media, that there is a differentiation from their standpoint. I mean, there should have been, but if there's peaceful protest. Now, from an objective standpoint, the Newark mayor issued a curfew, and so they were going to...
Did that come from the Newark mayor?
That came from the Newark mayor.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that.
And I read it came late last night or like early this morning, based upon what went on yesterday, and so there was no way they were not going to enforce that curfew. But it sounds like there wasn't a clear plan, again, to differentiate press who were documenting, and it is critical that press have a sacred First Amendment protected right to document whatever is going on, if it's peaceful or if not. And from what I saw today, because I saw Bongholio, Social Justice Water Pipe, Mikey's live, everyone was peaceful. They were singing, but no one was doing anything crazy. And the police were not escalating either, but they were given specific orders, obviously, to do what they did. And
how did he make it out?
Yeah, I don't know where he was in proximity.
I mean, because I knew where he was when it went down. I was trying to keep my eye on him, to be aware, to look out for him. And then once I was on the floor, I was still looking for him. I'm like, where is he at? I don't know how he got out. He must have slipped through a crack in their little wall there. Good for him, man.
All right. So we're going to wrap this up, and I want to thank Aria so much. I think he was doing laundry or something. So God bless Aria. Please subscribe to his channel on YouTube, AV Designs NC. It stands for, in Leroy Truth World, AV Designs Not Communists. And also, please subscribe to Garden State Accountability. Vinny, he hopped right on. That's a team. A team coalesces, hops into action instantly when one of us may be in danger or covering an extremely important story. So I really appreciate you, Vinny. You got right on it. Also, Aria. Also, Scalzo Photo. He hopped right on it too. So even though he's not here, I want to acknowledge him. He's not on our live stream here.
I did see the group chat going crazy.
Yeah. So shout out to Scalzo Photo as well, and please subscribe to Scalzo Photo. He does a lot in the background. and he was there doing a lot, and, getting clips for Vinny, and everyone's working on an instant thumbnail. And I was visiting someone in Hudson County, and I was actually just on the way to get some food before I was going to head home to Connecticut. And I'm starving. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, actually.
It's funny because I shot over here because I saw Mikey, and I'm like, nothing's gonna happen. I just shoot over there. Maybe I'll get some footage. I'll go live. Well, the reason I went live right away is because I got that alert on my phone. And I'm like, oh, this is unusual. And then I was like, I'll go live. And then I thought I would just be here backing Mikey up. I didn't think it was gonna get crazy. I thought they were gonna push everybody down the block there, but surprised they had a different plan.
Right.
And they executed it fairly well, I have to say. Just not fairly.
Right. And as you see, I didn't have a chance to get my white shirt and red tie on. So I've got it blue. I can't hear you too well. I can hear Arya. Arya's very loud, but you're not very loud. Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's play the clip one more time before we go. And before we go, I got to tell you, it smells so bad here.
It's terrible.
It is like horse manure.
There's literally horse manure on the floor here.
And goat puke and a zombie something.
Zombie armpit.
I mean, it is remarkably disgusting. And we got to keep from vomiting ourselves here so bad. But all right, let's play the clip one more time.
Everybody starts moving quick. All right, so they're flanking everybody from the back. That's to be expected. So everybody's landing. That's probably the mistake. They're pushing everybody back this way. All right, so they flanked everybody. They got everybody trapped. They won't let them go that way. They can't go that way.
I was complying, bro. I'll go wherever you tell me to go.
Where am I going?
That was right.
I'm complying. All right, so we basically just beat the shit out of them.
I feel like Chris Rock with
Sir, where do I go?
Yeah, you have to go from the back end. Yeah, because the real entrance office. You gotta go that way, turn right, and
Please
turn
don't
right.
hit me.
There's a checkpoint. You're back to the allowed to
Sir, where should I go? This way? All right, so they basically go pal in the middle.
All right, Arya.
They won't let us up that way. You won't let us this way.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. How many do we have in the room right now?
330.
All right, excellent. So God bless everyone for joining us. Thank you. Big shout out to Frontline Man, the Exposure Report with David Snow.
Thanks.
And he was here live on the ground, and something as many of you may consider doing this type of work yourself. Number one, of course, always peaceful, and never be with the mindset, oh, you're going out there to get arrested. No. You're there to document. And however, you have to have an exit plan if you're in a protest that can get very volatile. And David did have an exit plan, though he was surrounded. And the whole point was it was surrounded. And so please subscribe to David Snow. Look for him on YouTube, The Exposure Report, a very good friend, colleague. And this is the type of documentation that needs to happen in all situations. And if the agents of the government don't do anything wrong, then they have nothing to fear from the exposure, which is, of course, the Exposure Report. That's his name. And if I'm a government official or if I'm a police officer and I'm doing the right thing and honoring constitutional rights, I would want that documented. So also, please subscribe to Garden State Accountability, Vinny, Aria as well, AV Designs NC, and also Scalzo Photo, again, who does a lot behind the scenes. You don't hear from him a lot. He does a lot behind the scenes. So any last words, Garden State Accountability, before we go? And then Arias.
Thanks for coming, man.
You're welcome.
Shout out to Leroy, man. Thanks to Leroy for pulling up, and subscribe to Leroy if you're not already subscribed.
Oh, and before you start, Arias, and Vinny, is
It's Aria, by the way, not Arias. It's Arias.
It's right. I'm getting you.
You know what? You do so much. It's like there's multiple of you.
Right.
So.
Exactly. Now, when I was unlawfully arrested and set up, when I was exposing the allegations of huge S assault against the alleged serial S predator Edwin Martinez, Union City, New Jersey assistant principal and teacher, it was David Snow, The Exposure Report, and Arias, and Garden State Accountability, and Aria. I'm sorry, Aria. I started today. Aria.
We may have to just change his name.
And Vinny and Scalzo Photo that were there for me for hours. For 9 hours they did the live stream. 9 hours. And so anytime any of us are, any kind of challenges, as much as possible, we will get there. And so final words today. Oh, and please smash this like button, everyone, and please share this live with everyone. Everyone needs to see this. So final words, Vinny of Garden State Accountability. Please subscribe to him.
I just want to say thank you to Holio for going out there, inspiring David Snow with the Exposure Report to come out there, which had also inspired Leroy Truth to be like, I need to save my friend. So
it's funny.
Is like everybody in our team, I really feel like we have each other's back, and I really think that's what it's about. Also bringing exposure to what really is going down on the ground. This news isn't being shown by the mainstream media, and I mean, in reality, we're the media. You're the media. So.
Well, here, Vinny, we are the real stream media. They're the mainstream media. We are the real stream media. We will give you the unvarnished, objective truth. Because if someone does something, wrong on the protester side, it's going to be documented. Someone does something wrong on the police side or the government side, it's going to be documented. All of it has to. We're holistic journalists, showing you the whole story. You are each intelligent enough to make up your own minds. We don't have to tell you, but these are the bad guys, and these are the good guys.
Right.
You make your mind up. Because most mainstream media, traditional media, they're either left or they're right. I don't want media that's left or right. I want objective media, and I'm going to make my own mind up. I want you to make all of your minds up.
Yeah, I mean, we point the camera, you see what we see, you form your own opinions.
Right, absolutely. All right, any other words, Vinny, before Aria shares his finals?
That's good.
No, man, just keep doing what you're doing, man. If you see anything crazy, and if you guys are out on the street and in the area, if you see anything, roll on the camera. That's all I'm going to say.
Right, and always record horizontally, not vertically. Please do not do that. Unless you're on Instagram, that's different, or TikTok. Otherwise, do it like this. Otherwise, you miss like 3/4 of of the action that's going on there. That's why. All right, and final words, Aria.
Yeah. Well, first of all, David, I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you.
Is that kind of thing a little bit to Steve?
Come on screen, Aria. We don't see you.
Yeah, he's in the middle. Oh yeah. Make yourself big.
I mean, make yourself big.
Like Leroy's press pass.
Getting thumbnails, getting this, going live, dropping my laundry, wet on the clothes. just hopping out here and getting to make sure you guys were okay, getting out there and making sure they were always able to get to you, David, even though he was escorted in a police car, which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't like when traffic ever police to anyone to report live.
Well, shout out to them.
We're going to discuss that.
Yeah, but shout out to them. They did something human, and that's why I will never paint police one way. One way. They are judged by their actions, and the police officers who got me here today, they did an awesome job, and they got me to the heart of what was going on, so I can make sure I'm here to back up and protect my friend David Snow as well. So, and how do we make a bridge to moving past this us and them? Is you acknowledge and celebrate when a police officer does the right thing, and I will always do that. And some people say, well, they're just doing their job. And I'll say to anyone, well, each of you have a job. And what if you came to work every single day and you were doing maybe especially great work one day and no one said anything? You said, hey, do you think I did a good job today? You're just doing your job. Well, you made the company $5 billion. You're just doing your job. So that is one of the important things. At the end of the day, we are all humans, regardless of the title or the role we play in our lives. Whether press, journalists, protesters, and I am always looking for human moments, human connections with people. If they have a badge, or they're elected to public office, or they're a man or woman on the street, whoever it is. And so, lastly, final words, David.
I just want to say thank you to you, AV, Garden State Accountability, Social Justice Water Pipe, and everybody who stayed here with me in the live stream, because that was comforting for me. I never felt like I was alone. I felt like you guys were all with me. I knew you were on the way. I was getting messages back and forth. So I knew that I wasn't just stranded here all by myself with, if things popped off, somebody was gonna make sure I was good. So thank you guys, all the supporters that stayed with me in the chat. Your messages of support, I appreciate all of it.
And David, what you said, until you get arrested or in a situation like this, you don't realize how important all of you are, and all of my team is. Because when I was unlawfully arrested and I was in the holding cell in sub-zero temperatures in Union City Police Department, and then eventually taken and handcuffed to a hospital bed, and then taken to county jail when I was falsely charged with the aggravated assault felony, I felt comforted too and supported because of my team, and David and Vinny and Aria and Scalzo live streaming for 9 hours, and all of you as well who joined this stream. I felt very, very, very supported. And even at one point, I was in the holding cell in Union City PD, and David, I happened to be right next to a door which had a window. And so I was live streaming through David's live stream inside the holding cell in the Union City Police Department in New Jersey.
That was pretty cool.
That's the first.
I don't think that's ever been done. Yeah.
It's never been done before.
Yeah.
Until someone found out that he was live streaming, and I was able to talk to the audience there. And then someone put some proprietary information to block the window. They put this proprietary information they shouldn't have put on there. But it was incredibly comforting to have the support of my team and also the support of each of you. So any chats of note, they're all of note, of course, but any specific ones, Aria, to share?
You did get one super chat, Leroy here. That was one. We just got that's weird. Yeah, you did get one super chat here. Yeah, a lot of engagement, a lot of people talking. So.
All right, and in part, if anyone is inspired to give a super chat, super thanks, or give, send, go, I have spent over $14,000 already on my legal fees. My next court date for the unlawful false felony charge is June 29th in Essex County Court at 9 a.m. And so anything, whether it's $1, $10, whatever you can do to support my legal fund. It is expensive to stay a free man when you are railroaded and set up by a dirty, corrupt politician, Mayor Senator Brian Stack. So God bless you all. Thank you all for joining us. Please share this on all social media platforms on your way out. And thank you, Vinny, for sharing, whoever shared, the Give, Send, Go. And whatever you're inspired to share, it would be incredibly helpful. And always get a like on all of our videos, because that helps YouTube spread these videos with the algorithms, you know, far and wide. So God bless you all. Thank you, and we'll see you next time on our next video.
And as I was going to say, for all of you in my chat, the best way for you to help me out is obviously to like the video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate you sticking with me and watching. That's all I ask. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. David Snow of the Exposure Report is out here for the people, out here for you guys, trying to bring you the information of what's happening out here in these streets. So thank you all for sticking with me tonight. Unexpected the way it went. Sometimes it's like that, I guess. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one. David Snow, The Exposure Report. Peace.